Hi, it's good to see you again. In this tutorial, we will work together to create a major topic for the course that we are trying to build in our Moodle system. Alright, now let's get started. Log into your Moodle course on Nomio website and then go here, the magic power button of the teacher. Turn editing on. Now, so we have created activity resources for the parking lot area. Now we start to put things into topic one. Now, so what do we see? What do we normally see in a typical topic? Let me show you the layout of the e-learning course that I'm currently using for courses that I'm teaching in my university. So for each topic, there are going to be photo um, demonstrating the content of the topic, and there will be a label with title of the topic. And going down, I create labels for reading material, lesson videos, for discussion forum, for other category. It depends on the kinds of activities you want to put into the course. Really, some topics can be quite big, like okay, teaching reading. You can see lots of reading material, lots of video for students to watch, discussion activities, and quizzes. Right. Um, so in this movie, I'm going to show you just uh, some kinds of activity we can add to a topic for the other activities. I think you need to explore yourself. Now, so to build topic one, let's say we want to create a topic called teaching reading. In this topic, we are going to put in reading material for students about strategy tips for teaching reading. We will also put in um, videos from YouTube that we want students to watch and then discuss in face-to-face meetings. We also create quizzes, and sure, there will be discussion forum that we want students to join. And we will also create uh, database activity for students to reflect. I will show you at the end of the topic. So first, I need to create a label. So I put in a label. And wait for the text editor to show up. Now, I will put in table with 1 rows and 3 columns. Okay, this is not really the text editor that I like, but we have to use it then. Now, so I will try to put in photo right here, and in this area I just type in the title of the topic, teaching reading, right? And we make this label heading 1 so that the text become um, bigger. Actually, heading 1 is the biggest text size that we can have in the HTML markup of the system. Then right here, I'm going to put in the little photos showing the topic contents So okay, so I put the mouse here and then click on picture and browse from repositories. Um, we can get the link from a website, choose file, and then go to pictures, and this is the one that I need to use. Already downloaded to computer. Upload the file. Mm. Okay, now you can resize this image to the size you want. Usually, I make all the images 200 pixels in width, so that when you open all topics in one page, um, they look the same, at least in terms of the width of the image. Say, okay, maybe we need to time in a description and save. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's it. Look like everything is ready. Click save and return to course. Right, so I have now topic 1, teaching reading. Now, to begin with, I need my students to know that I'm monitoring them very closely. Okay, like this. So in this movie, I put in a YouTube videos, and this is a reminder for my students that Moodle is a very powerful system. It allows teachers to gather data, and see a lot of details about the activity that they have done. Okay, so I want to put this video right at the top of right at the top of the topic. Right. So this is what I do. I click on add an activity or resource. Go down to okay, URL. Well, you can either add a URL or you can add a web page. But if you add a web page, then you need to copy the embed code. Now, to make it easier for you, just use URL embedded. So I click on add the URL or link, and then I put in the title of the videos. Okay, monitoring students online. Okay, and in descriptions, okay, I just tell my students, please watch this video to know how your work is monitored and evaluated in the system. Alright, so I have created a description for the link. Now I need to put in the video link here, so I click on choose link. Now Nomio doesn't allow me to embed YouTube yet, so I will just try copy the link and go back here, paste the link there. In appearance, I will choose embed so that when students click on the site, they see the video embedded inside the website. Okay, for the other setting, we just leave them as default. Click and then go back to the course. Now you see there is a link where my student can click, and when they click on the link, this is what they see. Oops. You see that? The videos is here, and when you zoom it up, it's like this. Alright, so it's very easy for you to embed YouTube videos, okay, into the system. And I encourage you to use the URL instead of the web page this way. Right. Now next, I need to put some reading material for my students. So again, I create a label. So click on label and then reading material. I select the text, and usually for topics headings I choose heading level 2, so that it is also big, but it is a little bit smaller than the label for the topic. Say and return to the course. Okay, now so in reading materials, I just upload files like ebooks, journals to online storing services, and then add link into the system. So this is one of the reading material that I want my students to read. Okay, the practice of English language teaching from the book of Jeremy Hammer. Right, so I go to URL, click on add URL, and then type the title of the URL. The practice of teaching reading. Okay, from Jeremy Hammer. Well, so you can describe a little bit the contents of what the student are going to read. So I'm going to type just a little bit like major topic include extensive versus intensive reading. What else? Let me try to go there and see. Okay. Yes, sequence of a reading lesson and sequences of a reading lesson. All right, so that's a little description of the material the student needs to read. And in the link, I put in the link to the OneDrive web storage, so you can upload your file to OneDrive, to Dropbox, to SugarSync. There are plenty of choices. In the appearance, I click on embed. I mean, when students click on this link in the course, they will see the contents of the file. open right inside the page. Right, click and save and return to the course. Right, so you see now I have a link, and when students click on this link, it will be like this. The file is quite big, so it will take some time because Nomio website is a little bit slow. It's free service, you know. But on your school server, I think it should be faster. So students will be able to see the content right here. Now we add one more reading materials for our students. I just come here and click on URL. And again, okay, this is gonna be teaching reading from a course in language teaching by Penny Earl. So I will also put in um, advise my students, you should read the discussions on types of reading activity and uh, ideas for improving students' reading skills. Alright, and this is the file that I want to share to my students. Right, so I copy the link and paste here. In the appearance this time, I'm not going to choose embed mode instead. I choose in pop-up, and you see a new page will pop up. For student, you can choose the size. Okay, if you know if you use the embed view mode, then click on save and return to course. Right, so I have got two reading material posted. When I click on this link, this is what it looks like. Yeah, you see a new page pops up. Now next, I will put in some videos for my students to watch. These are good demonstration videos of teaching reading that I collected from CDs, from training materials, of workshop I have attended, and some videos are already uploaded onto YouTube. So first, I create a label called lesson videos. Where is it? Lesson. Alright, videos, and make it heading 2 like the previous label. Click and okay, lesson videos are here. Now The first video is this one, teaching ESL reading. Let me show you. Usually I try to choose short clips. Okay, if these video clips are long, then they should be interesting, so that the student can you know stay until the end of the movie. Right, so I'll just open it here to get a link to the videos. This one. Oh, YouTube is slow, quite slow on my computer now. Alright, so there's a demonstration of teaching that I want my students to watch, and then we discuss in the classroom. I just copy the link, and then go back to activity. So you know what to do now. Okay, we add a link. So I will put the YouTube link there. And what are the videos again? Yeah, teaching ESL reading. So I will put here teaching ESL reading. Right. If you do not have a summary of the videos, just put the title again here, because this is compulsory. You need to type in something here. Usually I type in discussion question for my students on a summary of the movie. For appearance, I choose in there, click, and then say. So there's the videos. When we click on this video, it's like this. Right. Let's add another video in. Now this video is about skimming and scanning. So skimming and scanning in reading. Okay, to save time, I just copy and paste the title again in the description. Again, okay, when you design your material, you should describe a little bit about the video. Now, so this is the videos that I want to put into the cards. So I copy the link of the video again and go to URL link, paste there, click on appearance, embed, save, and return to course. See what will come up. Alright, so we got two videos. That's enough for the purpose of demonstration. Now, so there are reading materials. Usually, I put more material, more videos, and now I create another sections for students to discuss. So add another label called discussion. Alright, discussion, and we will make this heading 2. You are now familiar with this. Right, and I will create a discussion forum. So I go to forum, and then type the forum name, teacher talk versus student talk. And I put the discussion question right here. In your opinion, what yes, and based on your experience, what is the most effective relationship between teacher talk and student talk in an L2 classroom? Now, I want students to join discussion like this. So you see, in this discussion forum, my student will just post answer to the topic. They do not create new topics. Um, like this. Now, so in order to have a forum like this, you should not use general forum. And the kind of forum we're gonna use is simple discussion. Right, I click on save and then return to course. Now then I create another discussions. Now we cannot create an oral discussions in this system, and this is the disadvantage of using free Moodle site in our e-learning system. You see, I post a question here, and then I want this discussion to be oral rather than written. So my student will just post the answer by attaching a discussion here. When they click on the tool in the system, it allows them to record their voice, and then the other student will respond. Right. We cannot do it in Nomio, but I think we can just create another forum for it. So I make this forum like this: learners difficulties in reading. Okay, and this is the questions. What are the most frequent problems Vietnamese students encounter in reading lessons? How do we solve these problems? Right, so these are the questions, and I also want this to be simple discussion so that all the answer of the students are inside one topic. If you do not like it, you can choose the general forum format. Click on save and return to course. Okay, so you have two forums now. Now when I click on the forum, this is what it looks like. Alright. And student cannot create new topic. They click on reply. Okay, click on reply here. Okay. And then they reply. Yeah. This is a simple reply. And post to forum. Okay, it will be like this. Student have 30 minutes to edit the post. Okay, when the time is over, there is no way they can edit, but teacher can. Right, so I go back. Now, so we have created reading materials, lesson video discussions. What else do I add to in my course? Um, okay, I create an online workshop. See if we can have workshop here. Oh, good. Here. Now, in a workshop activity, each student will submit their assignment, and then the system randomly assign their assignment to the number of students that you want to see, um, and then um, the student will evaluate each other's work. Like this workshop that I have set up, so there are faces, as you see. Now, let me try to zoom this up for you. So in this workshop, I asked my students to submit a pre-reading task that they design, and then the system will allocate a assignment to two students, okay, for evaluations. So for example, okay, this student Nguyễn Lê Duy Hải submitted my pre-reading task, and then he got two evaluations from these two students, and okay, for his turn he evaluated these students. You can see the score here. Yeah, this is okay, the ideas of using workshop. So what's the name? My pre-reading task. Okay, I do not need to type in a description here. Okay, allow students to have one files uploaded with no more than 2 megabytes. Feedback. Simple. Okay, so it's very complicated to explain all these settings, and I strongly encourage you to to use it. Just give it a try, and you will learn when you play around. um, the setting is quite it's quite complicated for first time user, but when you are familiar, uh, things will be easier. Now, so I have created a workshop here, and of course in my face-to-face class, I need to explain to my students how they are going to submit their assignment. So I need to go through all these phases, from setup phase to submission phase to assessment phase to grading evaluations. Now, suppose I do not need to put in the workshop description, and I don't want to provide any further instruction because I have already provided the instruction in the classroom. I can now click on this both icons to move my workshop to the submission phase, and starting from submission phase, student can submit their files. Then you give them about 1 or 2 weeks, and when you click on assessment phase, it starts to randomize all the assignments and send to the students. So usually I have 1 or 2 workshops for every e-learning courses that I teach. Right, so that's it. We have created a workshop activity. Um, now, if I want to update this workshop and put in description so that the student can see the instructions. I will do it like this. So type in the instruction for the workshop. Select a short reading text for pre-intermediate level students and design two free reading texts that engage students. You will be evaluated and uh, get comments from your peer. Yeah, this is how I always run workshops. Allow students to comment themselves, evaluate themselves. Otherwise, we cannot cope with the workload. 50 students in a classroom, and we have plenty of classes to teach. Right. So by using these activities, we promote interaction among the students without, working too hard ourselves. And then I select this. I can display description on course page. Yeah. So when I go back to the page, I will see the description that I have just typed in. See, it's like this. Um, Usually at the end of the lesson, I will also add another topic called reflection. And for reflection, I use database. As you see here, there are lots of other tools, and I'm sorry that I do not have enough time to show you how to use all these two different tools in the system. As you use Moodle for a long time, you gradually know each tool and how you use them, and then there will be okay and lots of other teachers sharing their ideas about how you can use this tool for language teaching. So I click on database and I will create a topic reflection like this. So you see, let me show you one of the database activity I create for my student. In the course, I simply ask my student to reflect on these questions. What are the key concepts you have learned today? What you like and not like? What difficulty you have? How can you apply? So each entry here is added by a student. At the end of the day, I can go back to the system, read my student reflections, and see what changes I need to make for my next classes or my next courses. And you know doing these kinds of activities is also very useful for students because it helps them to review the important concepts and to improve their writing skills. So I just create topic reflection in a title, and in description I simply put it like this: reflection makes better learning. Please answer all these questions carefully. Right. So I also show the description on my front page. Alright, now if you are not familiar with these settings yet, just leave them as default. Say setting up a database activity, okay, is a lot of work. So I have created a database activity, but that is not finished yet. I need to create what we call the fields. So you see here there are no field defined for this database yet. So first I need to create a field. The first field is a text area. Okay. So for the first field, I put in this question: what are the key concepts you have learned today? For field descriptions, I use the same question, and I click on add. Okay, so you see, I will create another for text area. What do you like and not like about today's session? Okay. Add to that. I put another text area. Now, depending on the kind of the database activity, can be used for a lot of other activities. So you can use this to get data from students. You can use it to even create a questionnaire. So I have 4 questions here. So my next question is, what difficulty did you have during the session? Okay, copy and paste. Now let's have another text box for students to type in their last instead of the questions. The last question is this: how can you apply what you have learned today to your future teaching or learning? So just that. Alright, so I save on the changes. So when I click on add entry, it will be like this. 1, 2, 3. I have set the text area to be too long. Okay, but you can change it by going back to the field and set. For example, let me go back to the first field and then click on this edit setting. Instead of having too many rows, actually student will never go more than 35 rows. So let's give them only about 10 rows should be okay. So I click on that, about 10 rows, and then when I click on add entry, you see the text box is shorter like this. Yeah. So when you design, let me say this again. Okay. Use 10 rows, no more than 10 rows for database activity. Okay, so when my student click on this link, this is what they see. Okay, they click on add entry, and then they can put in their responses like this. And the beauty of this is you will not know, okay, who say this. So this is an anonymous activity. If you would like to get feedback from students at the end of each lesson. All right. What is the last thing we have? Usually at the end of the course, I will also share with my students the PowerPoint file that I exported to PDF format. So this is the PDF file, the PowerPoint file, right? So this time, let's click on File. Now, it's better to use URL or link. I mean, you just upload the PDF file to a server, and then it saves resources for the server of your school. But I'm trying to show you how to use different activity and different resources. So this time we use File. Click. So File allow you to upload a file. Okay, for student, the file will be stored on the server, on the website. So it can slow down your website if you store too many files. I need to type in the resources here. Lecture notes. Okay, so this is the PDF file of my PowerPoint presentation, and then I click here, click on upload the file, choose the files, and then I go to lesson plan and teaching reading, right? And then yeah, I upload this PDF file. Okay, let's see how long it takes to upload a file to Vietnamese server. It will be slow, and I expect it to be slow. If we work on our own school server, it is much faster. Now, Nomio is only useful for the practice purpose. If you put 50 students here, I'm not sure whether it will work. I'm not sure whether 50 students can access the resources at the same time. Okay, so you see now I have a file, and the icon of the file here shows that this is a lecture notes. When I click on turn editing off, voila! Congratulations! You have successfully created a very nice topic for the chapter teaching reading in English language teaching methodology course. Congratulations again. Okay,